Sup everyone, you know exactly what you came to this video for. We're going to be taking a look at the Cyno demo, and then we're going to be taking a look at patch 3.2 characters, and I'm going to have a little bit of thoughts that I want to share with you guys when it comes to, I think, Layla, the cryo one. Because really, a cryo unit at this time, and also having it being released with the Dendro Archon, there's a lot to unravel over there, but that's going to be for a little bit later. I haven't seen the Cyno demo just yet, and I'm incredibly excited. If you guys know, I am a huge Cyno simp, and I'm most likely going to pick him up, if not also his weapon. And this may or may not change my mind, but I'm pretty sure I'm just going to get more excited. Demos have always been great selling points of these amazing units. So without further ado, let's just watch this, okay? Let's go.
As sands devour, a new life emerges. In the cycle of life and death, whatever is sown will be reaped. And when the moral order is disrupted, judgment will come swiftly. Every soul will be weighed.
I like the build up to the music. It's giving me goosebumps. Okay, it's a very soft beat drop. It's like a smoldering ember. And it suits him very well.
I vow to uphold the rules and punish evil. No matter how arduous this path may be, I will follow its course to the end. Through me, justice is served.
He's giving me very strong Zhao vibes, like Sumeru Zhao.
Until one day, humanity stands blameless, purged of its transgressions.
I mean, a lot happened there. I don't want to make you guys rewatch everything. Like, my impression of this guy is just like, he has this burning, smoldering passion to do, by justice and to deliver punishment to evildoers. It really is drawing a parallel to Zhao, and plus his playstyle seemingly is also a parallel with Zhao, being an electro hyper carry of some sort. He's a field hogger, right? Like he's gonna be on field in his burst form and taking up a lot of time, and for the most part I'm interested to see what kind of units would be best paired with him. I'm going to be testing him out for sure. Like I said, I'm going to be pulling for this character, and I'm going to get to the bottom of this. All right, with that said, let us take a look at the other units that are coming in 3.2, and starting with Layla. Okay, there's a problem right now. Why a cryo character? I know we haven't gotten one in quite a bit here. Correct me if I'm wrong. When was the last time we got a 5-star cryo unit? Was it Shinhe? Did we get anyone after Shinhe? I believe that's the last one, right? And that was like a dedicated cryo team buffer. It's a unit that the cryo element did not have. And currently, what does the cryo units lack? You see, are we going to be getting a cryo catalyst user? Because right now I feel like it's a great time to introduce a very solid cryo unit that could be played in more melt based teams. All right, a lot of people would say, well, look at Ganyu. Ganyu is a great example, but Ganyu is to me feels a little forced to be played in those melt teams, and it doesn't have like the bestest of synergies. I think Ganyu was a great unit designed for freeze, but people started playing her for melt because they realized that the huge numbers and scalings are incredible when you can take advantage of Xiangling's pyro application. I don't want to see another freeze centric cryo unit. I don't know if I'm alone in this. Do you guys want more alternate freeze teams, or is it time for HoYoverse HoYoverse now develop more melt teams, because melt really has been left in the dust here. We had Vaporize, and we have a couple characters at this point utilizing Vaporize to great success, but like melt really is just got you. Like anything beyond, I mean, yeah, a lot of people's like, what about melt D-Look with Chongyun? It's something, okay, I guess you could say that's the melt team, but it's not efficient. It feels too forced. I want it to come naturally, and when HoYoverse wants something, they'll let different aspects of the character's kit lean into a certain reaction, right? I'm sure Cyno is going to be leaning into Quicken and Aggravate. If you want to play Overload Cyno or Vape Load Cyno, like, sure, be my guest. I'm sure he can do it. He's capable of those things. Same with Nilou. If you want to play Nilou in like a Vaporize team or a Freeze team, sure, she can do it. The reactions exist, but of course there's going to be something about them that just leans more into Dendro reactions, right? In this case, I really hope the character Layla leans into melt reactions. She can be an on-field character, an off-field character, I don't care, because Cryo has no reaction with Dendro, so she's definitely not necessarily a character created specifically for Dendro, but if she's a character created just to broaden the horizon and option of gameplay here, she's gonna have great value. Now, does she need to be broken and OP? In a way, she needs to be somewhat good and acceptable. I think the best benchmark here is Ayato, a character that is released as long as they can fit and be equalized to Ayato's performance and capabilities, they can be considered a good character. Must pull? Absolutely not. But as long as they have a category, a specialty, or a niche, and they perform to the level of Ayato, that could be said to be a good character, like a well-designed, well-balanced character. So with that said, that's all I have to mention for Layla. If you had to force me to make a guess, I don't know, like a Catalyst user, right? Cryo Catalyst users centered around melt comps. All right, that's my take. Now we need to take a look at this one. Okay, who would have thought the Dendro Archon is coming next patch? I mean, I heard people say like, oh, you know, she's coming 3.3, like at the end of the story, because HoYoverse said 3.3 was when the story ends. 3.2. All right, I mean, you guys are going to be getting some free summons, you're going to be getting some primo gems this very patch for the anniversary. It's without a doubt the Dendro Archon is going to be one of the centerpieces to the entirety of patch 3.0 leading into 4.0 and likely even beyond, right? All Dendro centric teams likely will prefer to have her in it, but that being said, it doesn't mean you have to force her into every single team, right? So for the people who skipped Raiden Shogun and decided to pull other characters, not like they can't have fun. You can play Hu Tao on one team, you can play Ayaka in another team. You don't need Raiden Shogun in all of your teams. It's going to be the same for the Dendro Archon. She's going to be amazing in the teams as she shines, but if you want to skip her, don't feel pressured by other people saying, oh, the Archons are the most broken things in the game. Yeah, they're extremely good and very high in value. However, look at some of the other top teams that have been played in the past and extremely popular ones as well. Not necessarily always have Archons in them. I mean, the majority of the teams do, but as the game continues to develop, I'm expecting more and more teams to open up which don't really need Archons in them. It'd be a pretty boring game if HoYoverse made it so that every single best team in the game needs an Archon. So that's the reasons not to pick up the Dendro Archon. But here are some of the reasons that I do think picking up one copy of the Archon is going to be great. Archons are the most versatile units in the game for the most part. There's a few characters that sits above them, like Bennett, like Kazuha, stuff like that. But for the most part, if you pick up an Archon, that's giving you access to multiple teams at the same time at a very high level for proficiency, meaning that you are getting more for less. For the same price of just one limited character, you get access, let's say, to 3 different teams, and they're the centerpiece, right? Versus, yeah, you can pick up a character that you think you really like, but then you're stuck with that character in like one team, unless you want to play non-optimally, which is fine as well. I'm not here to judge. If you want to play like Kaya, Amber, Barbara, and the Xingqiu team, that's fine. Like nobody's stopping you. Or if you want to play like Raiden, Chongyun, and then Shenhe with Eula, that's also fine, right? But all I'm saying is Archons are a great overall investment. If you are looking to be building a powerful account over time, picking up an Archon, you'll never go wrong there. Alright, with all that said, thank you guys so much for watching. Please comment down below who are you more excited for, Layla or Nahida for next patch, or are you going to be pulling this patch? All in all, great news that's been dropped. Super excited for Cyno. Personally, Nilou is cute, but we'll see. We'll see what we do with Nilou. Alright, stay tuned. Until next time, Regella, stay safe, peace, and bye.